Morning.
Morning.
We're on the Shropshire Union Canal still, and we're at Nosal. We've had a nice time, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had a few nights with Tony and Karen. Excuse me, I just drank a ton of water this morning.
It's like a fish. Yeah, so Nosal is a pretty little village, not loads going on. You've got the boat in, where we had drinks and a meal. It says it's one of the best kept villages in the county. And yeah, oh, the little horse and the foal over in that field is lovely. But we've had a couple of days here. There's houses on this side, but it's been very quiet at night, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are some village stores and a post office, and about half a mile away is the co-op and a fuel station. So I've been to the co-op today to get some basic supplies, and the plan today is to go to...
Well, I don't think we're going to get to Market Drayton.
No.
That was the plan. However, there's 5 locks. It looks like it's going to absolutely throw it down. It is forecasted to be storms and wind tomorrow as well. So we may just go to, is it Norbury Junction?
Yeah, because Market Drayton is 13 miles away. We think that's going to take about 6 hours, because we do have to stop for water and to get rid of our rubbish as well. So yeah, we'll see how the weather goes. We'll see how the day fares.
We'll see how the weather's going.
I think we're going to get wet. I'm going to go and get my waterproof jacket.
Well, one of us is. I might just go inside with Dexter.
You could. All right, enjoy today's journey.
Trying to trip me up again.
We didn't get far, did we?
Literally just under that bridge.
Ponchos are on. Let's hope it doesn't get too heavy. I can cope with this. I'm tempting fate, aren't I?
I still have to wear my glasses though, because it's that sort of, it's still quite
hazy,
isn't it? Proper light sensitive, so I still have to wear sunglasses. So I saw yesterday, Wes and Amy got 10,000 subscribers.
Hey.
Congratulations, really well deserved. They're
well
a real
done.
nice couple.
They should have more subscribers than that, shouldn't they?
They definitely should. The vlogs are great, really entertaining. Love the London stuff.
Massive vlog, just here, have you seen it?
Oh, where the birds are.
Yeah. Oh, if you've not seen us in these ponchos before, because you're new to the channel, who are they from?
The People's Poncho.
The People's
Company.
Poncho.
We're not sponsored by them at all.
No.
We just...
It's not one, it's a point. Or is
You
it?
sure? There's 2 in there.
Yeah.
One there and one there.
They are very waterproof, but not great when you're operating the windlass.
No, I think I've put holes in mine already from it. When I haven't had it that long. It's supposed to be good for cycling because there is like a belt and you can put all the thing. I don't like on the cycle, but on the bike because it's going to get the trapped in the wheels.
Well, there were 2 water points, so we decided to pull over and fill up the water tank.
The slight downside of having a massive water tank is it takes that long to fill up. We just watched a 30-minute TV programme. But look at the weather. We don't think we're going to get far today. Look at this.
With a full tank of water, we were on our way again, and this heron seemed to fly in front of the boat for about a mile. Years ago, you would never imagine that the UK would look so green and lush at the start of autumn.
That'll please my brother.
As you can see, there were loads of boats moored here just before Norbury Wharf. There are toilets and showers here, but there's no longer a rubbish facility. This was removed a while ago, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
This is Norbury Junction, and just to the left is where the Newport branch used to lock down from this main line.
Alright.
We were soon back out in open countryside and we were really chuffed to see this famous canal landmark just around the bend. This is High Bridge or Bridge 39, and as you can see there's a masonry strut that supports a short telegraph pole.
Okay, my side. Hey.
Bridge 39.
Oh. We didn't know whether to have a cheese and ham sandwich or a bacon sandwich, but it's quite chilly and I don't think you can beat that smell of bacon. It's so comforting. Still enjoying living on a boat?
Yeah, absolutely love it. It's part and parcel of living on a boat.
We're a little bit wet, aren't we?
It's a little bit wet.
Even the ducks are laughing. It absolutely opened the heavens, so we couldn't do any filming, I'm afraid, but we only cruised for about another half hour and we just got through Bridge 42 by the pub, and our friends Tony and Karen are in front. We were going to carry on, but it's forecast to get very heavy winds later on, so I think we've had enough. My feet are wet, my jeans are wet. Anthony's gone in to get dry. I'm going to get the covers up. Well, your faith in human nature just gets restored sometimes, doesn't it? I've been walking for about 15 minutes with Dexter, that's why he's thirsty, looking for a car parking space for Anthony. The pub that's near the canal is closed and gated. Don't know when it'll be open, so I'm guessing we can't park there. I've walked as far as I can with Dexter, and then I bumped into a farmer, I'm guessing he was, who just locked his gate and asked if he knew anywhere that we could park the van overnight, because Anthony needs to get to work tomorrow and that we live on a narrowboat. And he said, you can park on my land if you like, and I'll give you the access code for the gate. That's unbelievable, isn't it? He said, I can trust you, can I? I said, yeah, of course you can. So, people just amaze us sometimes. I'm hoping that Anthony's made it back to the van okay, because it was very muddy on the towpath. Right, hopefully we're sorted for the night.
This is the Anchor Inn, built around 1830, and it's been in the same family since 1903. A real traditional canal-side pub.
I do exactly the same. I was like, the jeans are so wet. I like that. It's got the radiators on.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Good health.
The old original photograph at the top of this picture was recreated by locals just a few years ago.
Oh, it's a day of laundry today. Got clothes hanging all over the boat. How nice was that? I heard a beep of a horn and a very old engine. I think it was a Gardner engine. I could be wrong. But it was our patrons, John and Sandra, so really nice to see them. Just had a chat with them. And I stood on the towpath chatting. Tony and Karen in front brought some cake. Oh, how nice is that? Really lucky. Well, I didn't think I'd be going back to the Anchor at all while we were here, but I'm glad we are. We've got two viewers who are Ross and Chris. We've got friends behind us, Stuart and Val, who we last saw near Chester on the Beeston Locks. We've got Tony and Karen here on this boat, and our friends George and Denise have just pulled up as well. It's going to be a pub full of people, isn't it? Looking forward to it. Just taking Dexter for a little stroll before I turn around and knock on for Stuart and Val. Oh, it's a beautiful evening.
Well, the next day, and Anthony's gone back to work, so I set off on my own, following Tony and Karen. We're aiming to get to Bridge 55 by the Wharf Tavern. This beautiful building is Cadbury Wharf at Knighton. The building and the wharf were operated by Cadbury's between 1911 and 1961 to process locally collected milk and produce chocolate crumb, which was transported to Cadbury's in Bourneville, Birmingham, along the Shropshire Union Canal.
When we talked with Liam about getting an electric propulsion boat, this is exactly what came to my mind. Silent cruising, listening to the bird song. On a stunning day like this, we feel so lucky. This is the way early morning cruises. Just need to get that Anthony out of bed early, don't we? I know the weather helps, but I've got to say this has been one of my favourite sections of canal. It's a shame Anthony's in work today. Definitely going to come back to the Shropshire.
It was a real hive of activity around the corner. I think everybody was making the most of this stunning weather.
Right.
One behind me.
Oh, cheers, thank you. Is it close? Close.
It's quite far back.
Cheers.
Well, I could see another boat approaching just before the bridge, so I waved them on and waited for them to come through.
Thank you. Gorgeous day, isn't it? I think 2 hours is enough for us, but it's also enough for Dexter these days. Right, just slow down, more boats ahead. I see Tony and Karen in front again. Morning.
Morning.
Nothing behind you, is there?
Perfect day.
Oh, thank you.
Well, this is Bridge 55 and I'm about to moor the boat just behind Tony and Karen's boat. You can see the red one in front. And to the right is the Wharf Tavern. Unfortunately, it's not dog friendly, but you can sit outside and the food's nice.
There's a spot probably here straighter.
I think he is fine if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah.
Right, Dexter, wait there.
Can't grab you. I'm going to hope to grab your line.
Thank you.
You look like you've got something about 4 hours. You alright then?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you need any more help? You sure you don't want to hold this till you've got one on?
No, that's fine, thank you. There's a ring at the back. The one at the back.
It's always good practice to try and get your mooring ropes on a 45-degree angle, as this stops your boat rocking backwards and forwards when boats pass. And with the wet ground being so soft, it's a good idea to double pin.
Well, that was a lovely cruise. So we used about 17% on the batteries. For a 2-hour cruise, that's not bad, just over 2 hours. Did stop to let a boat pass because they were creeping up, and I'd rather let them pass than I can just take my time. That's Dexter getting a drink of water, bless him. We've moored up and we're just after Bridge 55. I'm going to find out if there's a parking space for Anthony because he's due home tonight. But tomorrow we're going to attempt the Tyrley locks. I think that's how you pronounce it. Apparently the bywash washes are a bit fierce, and you've got to wait in that lock before going into the next one. Make sure it's set. Right, I shall crack on with some work.
had a quick break at the Wharf Tavern and I had lunch with viewers John and Sandra. Well, this is fun. We've come back from the pub. It's quite early because I was bringing Dexter back because it was getting cold. We changed the batteries earlier on our keypad entry into the boat. Now we can't get in. We're putting the old code in and it's not accepting that code. We've requested a remote access code and that keeps failing. It's actually saying something about not having enough power, but the brand new batteries. I don't know, this is fun and games, isn't it?
Undo this and then try it again.
Oh, thank the Lord. Anthony requested remote access. We did it about 15 times. We finally got in. And he's now got a key in case this happens again. Oh, I tell you, what a relief. It was so cold up on the stern for about half an hour then, 25 minutes trying to sort out the key and get into the boat. Without the key, that was a problem. We're on the boat and it's lovely and warm. Oh, I don't want to go back out again now. Well, we've had a lovely night at the pub and we're heading back to the boat. It's another one of those evenings. Can't wait to get back to the warm, toasty boat.